can we build trust in a relationship?
Okay. Okay. So in order to build trust in a relationship, it's all about two people coming to the party and meeting at equal or at even points. And building trust in a relationship is very important in the sense that no relationship could really last or be meaningful without trust. Trust is the key ingredient. If you're baking a cake, you need some key substance that holds the cake together. Whether you're making that out of flour, or whether you're using some sort of semolina, or you're using some other ingredient, trust is the key ingredient that holds the relationship together. So in order to build trust, you need transparency. That's another ingredient. You need complete and open communication. And that would mean for both people in that relationship to be allowing themselves to be vulnerable. Men can sometimes struggle with vulnerability because they associate vulnerability with a weakness or with a lack of strength or lack of direction. But in fact, it's in being vulnerable that men can find their greatest strength, their greatest courage. And in finding that greatest strength and greatest courage, their partner would then learn to trust them better because of how much they've expressed themselves, how much they've opened up, and how much they've exposed their vulnerability. So building trust is really not about pretending. It's not about faking it till you make it. It's not about being something that you're not. Building trust is about being authentic, being genuine, being completely honest, and being truthful. And in order to be all those things that I just said, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be able to trust yourself. If you cannot trust who you are, then good luck trusting somebody else. If you don't know who you are, then good luck conveying to others who you really are. So in order to be in a really incredible, heartfelt, truthful, authentic relationship that is built on trust, you really need to begin by building the self-trust, the self-worth, the self-respect to be able to hold that and be okay with every part of who you are. The vulnerable parts, the strong parts, the weak parts, the parts of you that can go back into babyhood and go back to your childlike spirit and have a tantrum and be okay. And know that even if you have your tantrum, you'll survive. And that your partner will still love you for who you are. So building trust in a relationship includes a lot of ingredients, as you may imagine, but it starts with you. Just like any good thing that you can have in a relationship, if you can imagine, if we said, how do you build love in a relationship? It starts with you. In order for you to experience love with another, you really need to know how to love yourself. Because if you don't know how to love yourself, how can you love another? I like to share with my audience when I do my talks that we can't give away something we haven't got. In order for me to give you a dozen roses or a dozen books, I need to have acquired those first. I've either gone to the florist and acquired a dozen roses, or I've gone to a bookshop and bought 12 books to be able to give you those things. But I can't give you something I haven't got. So in order for me to build trust in a relationship, I need to have first built and established a certain level of trust within myself.